Have you ever wondered how uh, a simple over-the-counter medication could turn into a chilling mystery? So before diving into this unsettling tale, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Uh, in 1982, the Chicago area was rocked by a series of tragic events. 7 people lost their lives after consuming Tylenol capsules laced with cyanide. Uh, uh, Despite the years that have passed, the identity of the perpetrator remains a haunting enigma. Um, the panic that ensued was palpable. Um, a product recall was initiated, and the nation was gripped by fear. The thought that a medicine meant to heal could instead bring harm was unfathomable. Fast forward to the upcoming Netflix documentary, Cold Case, the Tylenol murders, set to release on May 26th. Um, in this gripping 3-part series, James W. Lewis, um, long suspected of being the killer, um, shares his side of the story. The documentary features interviews with journalists, retired law enforcement, and those who knew the victims, providing a comprehensive look at the case. The story begins with the Janus family, Stanley, Adam, and like Teresa Janus tragically passed away within hours of each other. This shocking coincidence uh, raised immediate concerns among officials. Joachim Gwendelman, co-director of the documentary, notes that the simultaneous deaths were a crucial clue. Cyanide, a deadly poison, leaves no trace after a few hours, making this case particularly sinister. Among the victims were a 12-year-old girl, a new mother of 4, uh, and a flight attendant. Uh, their stories are heart-wrenching, and filmmakers have sought out those who witnessed their final moments. Michelle Rosen recalls the horror of watching her mother collapse. Uh, Another friend, Jean Regula Levengood, describes the chilling scene when she learned of Paula Prince's fate. Uh, the cyanide levels were so high that anyone attempting to help would have faced fatal consequences. The aftermath was a nationwide alert. Volunteers and law enforcement took to the streets, warning people about the contaminated Tylenol. Investigators were left to ponder whether someone had tampered with the bottles before they hit pharmacy shelves. Time magazine captured the essence of the fear, stating that the poisonings shattered a fundamental trust in society, and the killer was faceless, choosing victims at random uh, without regard for their lives. Today, the safety measures we see on pill bottles like plastic seals trace back to these tragic events. The concern over Halloween candy contamination also stems from this case, which occurred just a month before the holiday. Uh, the documentary delves into a theory suggesting that someone at a Tylenol manufacturing plant may have been responsible for the cyanide contamination. This theory gained traction after cyanide was found uh, in facilities linked to the affected bottles. As a co-director, Gwendolen emphasizes the importance of examining all possible suspects, including large corporations. Johnson & Johnson, the manufacturer, maintained that the tainted pills were not produced in their factories and declined to participate in the documentary See. James W. Lewis emerged as a prime suspect after sending a threatening letter to Johnson & Johnson, demanding $1 million. Seminary, his past arrests raised eyebrows, but charges were dismissed due to technicality set up, despite the evidence found in his home, including drafts of extortion letters. Investigators could not link him to the murders. Lewis claimed his threatening note stemmed from grief over his daughter's death due to a faulty product from the same company. He served time for extortion, but was never charged with murder. Interestingly, he had already moved to New York weeks before the deaths occurred. Gwendolen points out that there was never any forensic evidence to connect Lewis to the murders. While he may have been a questionable character, he was not the killer. Lewis's final interview before his passing in 2023 was for this documentary. He enjoyed the attention and the idea of being associated with an unsolved crime as the documentary unfolds. It raises the possibility that there may be more victims than the 7 known far. The loss of evidence, as many discarded their Tylenol containers, complicates the investigation. Gwendolen hopes that the documentary will inspire new leads or prompt the FBI to release sealed documents. Will viewers feel uneasy about the medications in their homes after watching Cold Case: The Tylenol Murders? As Pines warns, a seemingly safe bottle could hide a dangerous secret. And remember, if you ever feel like your medicine cabinet is a little too quiet, just remember, it's not the pills that are dangerous. It's the mystery behind them. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,